This is BB. Thing I've noticed, like, with these people, it's I've said it before. Like, they want to keep us negative all the time. They just want to make us feel negative and less than, unworthy. It's almost like they're making, like he said, they're making us their scapegoats. Somebody on my Facebook said they're making us their scapegoats. What they're doing basically is, like, they're filled with horror, I believe, at their own actions, because there's no way they're walking upright and they don't have any type of empathy or accountability. They can't face what they are. They can't face what they do. They can't face what they've done. But instead of addressing it and moving along, what they do is they use that as an excuse also to commit more crimes, to just dig into more people, mess more people up, separate people, create anxiety, create overwhelm, create distress, create dis-ease in the body and the mind. See, these are the things. This is what they do. They don't provide anything. They don't bring together. They're not interested in building relationships, building friendships, building foundations. They seek to do the opposite. They destroy the relationships, destroy the friendships, and destroy the foundation for something good. Why do they do this? I don't know. But it's like the negativity that they come at you with, the amount of negativity. It's just, they find you when you're vulnerable, and they pick at that point. They catch you when you're the weakest, and they pick at that point, when you're vulnerable. And when does one become vulnerable? When there's happiness, when there's joy, when there's feelings of being open, feelings of being in wonder. When you're feeling at your most happiest point, that's when they attack you, because they want to take that away from you. Misery likes company, and so they're just basically making the misery, making everybody feel miserable. That was an ant. I don't know what the heck it was doing in here. They want everybody to feel miserable. They're about. Now, why do they do this? I don't know. Why do they need us to be miserable? A person who's dealing with me, who's doing this to me, I believe that she's a weak-minded woman. She's extremely weak. She never applied herself. She never did anything. She never did any self-help, self-work, self-development. I don't think she didn't even try to school herself. She didn't do anything. She was wasted most of her youth, wasted most of her whatever, doing crap like this to people. And then when she finds someone who is a strong woman, I think she attacks women mostly. Women mostly. What she does is she tries to bring them down. She tries to tear them down. She tries to decimate them basically into nothingness. She does this because this helps her. Because if she sees a strong woman, it reminds her of what she had to give up to become who she is. It's not my fault. The people who are doing this to you guys, it's not your fault. It's like these people have all this power with whatever technology they're using, and they're abusing humanity, humankind to a maximum. To a maximum, they're abusing us. Like people with feeling centers she goes to, empaths, people who feel for people, people who understand people, people who are rational, people who have a foundation of empathy and really would like to genuinely help people. Wish that every hungry mouth had food. Every feet had shoes on them. Every foot or feet. Every pair of feet had shoes on them. Everybody had a roof over their head. Child had a caring parents to take care of. People just, came together This is how I see the world. One big block party. There are differences. But if everybody is differences when we're segregated. But you notice when you come together, there's a difference. All the problems are gone. And this is how I see it. It's like one big block party. And everybody cares about the other person. If we come together to solve differences, it's easier. It's easier. These people want to just divide and conquer. I don't know what's her deal. I just don't understand. I don't know what's her deal. It's like she just likes to destroy people. Make women feel less than, less worthy, less deserving. Esteem to no self-esteem, no confidence. To make people feel like who would want them? Lovable. They're not kind. Make you see yourself like a pile of trash, basically. That's what they do. They make it. This is. I'm just describing how stuff like this has impacted me. Years, and it's been about 6 places in 2 years. I'm not really taking care of myself as I should. Because I'm fucking dodging spray bottles all fucking day. I spend my time just skirting around dodging that. Cussing out and getting angrier and then more angry and more angry at this person. I can't seem to outrun. Everywhere I go, I've lived in houses before. It's not my first time in houses since 2020 to now. Nowhere have I lived prior have I experienced this. Well, maybe in California for the last part, but before, not really. I don't know. Loves to chime in. She loves to chime in. She loves chiming in and saying shit. Because her brain is the right size. Her awareness is, and her intelligence is almost that. Not my fault. Not my fault. In the past, when you want to be like someone, you emulate them. Start to walk like them, talk like them, put yourself in their shoes. Leaves clues according to Tony Robbins, and I love that. Pick clues. Do what they did in a small way with what you have. They started with $1,000,000, start with $100, $200, and build your way up. They are just tearing apart everything. Imitate the person. Well, what is she doing? What is she trying to imitate me? What do I have? I don't have anything. They stole everything from me and they have it. What do I have? My mouth is what I have. The way I see the world, the way I see things, the way I see people, the way I see relationships, friendships, based on like my own experience, because I'm always in observation mode. I observe myself and I observe other people. Sometimes it's too much and I shut myself down because I tend to see myself in a negative light. I know when I'm doing that. But this here is not me. This here is not me. There's somebody else pulling the strings here. And how I know it's not me is because it's happening to too many of you out there. And you guys are describing the same thing that happens to me. There's one guy I know for sure. For sure. And his freaking life is a nightmare. I see him and he can barely keep his eyes open. He's so tired. His eyes are sunken like mine. Mine are actually getting a little better. They're actually getting a little better. But mine is becoming more sunken. He can barely keep his eyes open. So why would they do that to him? What's so special about him? Does he have some money out there? Have they laid some life insurance on him? What did they do? What are they hoping to gain? Unless they want to make a big breakthrough. I believe that that's what they do. In my opinion, at this point, this is what I believe is happening. This is my, it's like we know what's happening to us. We don't exactly know where to find the source of the problem or where to get it, how to solve it. But we can tell you exactly what's happening to us and what they do to people. How is that a detriment to them? She pushed me into this situation. My life, my interactions with other people, because of people like her, I hid myself away. I hid myself away because I didn't want to get hurt anymore. I didn't want to feel any pain anymore. So I hid myself away for many years. I moved into a place where I was in a small cottage in the back of the yard. And next behind me was a big parking lot. Like I just wanted, I was hurting a lot. Because I'm an empath, a very strong one. And I tend to pick up other people's pain around me. Can't help it. But I also feel like people, take advantage. People like her take advantage of people like me. Because we're like emotional sponges that they can squeeze at any time. Avoid people like her, I chose to live in a place where it was really isolated from a lot of people. Then she moved in next door. And when it comes to being an empath, it's, if you're not an empath, you wouldn't understand how we feel, what we go through. When we love or we feel anger, any emotion we feel it on every fiber and cell and level of our being. And I think this is what they want. But it's not just that, we have a way of seeing things. We have a way of knowing things. We have a different kind of awareness than narcissistic people. Or people who are just indifferent. We have a different way of knowing things. We see to the heart of the matter. We see to the heart of people. We have great discernment. And we come at them from empathy, understanding. Not with the intention to crush them and bash them, but to help them if we can. To offer ourselves, or whatever we have to offer. And I think this woman, because of who she is, she hates me for that. She may not feel empathy and love, but she certainly feels hatred and anger. She can certainly feel hatred and anger. It's not my fault she's not feeling love. I don't even know her. I wanted to get to know her. I never got the chance. She never gave me a chance. She never did. That's not my fault. But when it comes to whatever this is, they try to separate people. They have people second guessing themselves, questioning themselves, questioning everything that they believe, and questioning everything they feel. This is the one thing, don't let people question what you feel. You know what you feel. Negativity is here today, gone tomorrow. Never question what you really feel. Because you could be in one place, like I've said before. Usually you're in one place. One place. One spot. And you could live a whole different, many lives, and you haven't moved from this one spot. Next thing you know, you can't move anymore because you've grounded yourself into misery. You have this going on in your mind, that going on in your mind, this going on in your mind, that negativity, this why, if, but, maybe, if, why, but, maybe. And you're going around in circles in your mind, and you haven't moved. Fair to you. That's not fair to me. We have to learn how to get past this because they can stagnate us. Like I see some of these people out there, like who are suffering, like me, have people targeting them. They're forming communities now where they're just picking at each other. I don't think we should do that. This is exactly what they want. Strong. We have to stand firm. We have to believe in ourselves and start believing in other people. If you believe someone is a fake, okay, then don't deal with them. Deal with the real problem at hand, the fact that people are messing with you. Focus on what can be done about this. We have to come together. We have to. Otherwise, it's going to continue. For those of you with kids, you want a better world for your kids. Figure out how to put these bad guys away. We have to do that.